My name is Hollis Map. I perform around the world. And when I travel, I book with CaribJet.
Call CaribJet now. 100% Canadian, operating 30 years plus.
Telephone number 439-4444 in Grenada or click caribjet.com. CaribJet, True Blue St. George's. The number one for travel.
COVID is here to stay, and it's not going away. It might seem strange, but the world has changed. And this is the year for good cheer. I could smell the ham, I could taste the sorrel, the festival coming. I can't wait to taste the black cake. Church, socializing with your friends, liming with the boys. We're full of festivals in Grenada. And this year, I want to visit my family and all the festivals without fear, just as how we used to do it. Let's get back to what we know and love. Every vaccination brings us closer together. Are you ready for the festival and the world?
This message is brought to you by the Grenada COVID Crisis Group and the Grenadians United in Virginia.
What's Black Friday Reloaded? This week only. Shop from Thursday the 24th of March for up to 60% off selected items. Save $900 off the Land Ranger treadmill. Only $1,999. HP Pro Desk PC. Now just $2,299. Save $400. And get the LG 43-inch UHD 4K Smart Television for only $1,999. Save $1,000. Plus, with Cost Ready Finance, get 2 months free. Get all the best deals. Black Friday Reloaded. Only at Court. Quartz. Bringing value home. Doors open from 8 a.m. See in-store or online for details.
The next chapter in West Indies' biggest rivalry continues. West Indies flies against England for the Apex Test Series in 3 test matches. Tickets start as low as $20 and local residents enjoy an additional 50% discount with online purchase. Must be fully vaccinated to attend all matches, and COVID-19 protocols will be in effect. Secure your seats to the action. Get your tickets in advance at windiescricket.com/tickets. Terms and conditions apply.
Experienced drivers, you've ruled the road. Now you can enjoy the rewards with Beacon's 50-plus car insurance plan. Get hassle-free sign-up, affordable payment options, and a free windscreen cover. Call us at 440-4447 or log on to beacon.co.tt and get driving with Beacon today.
This is the MTV Evening News for Friday, the 25th of March. And coming up, court matter adjourned of 16-year-old seen in viral video in altercation with police. Agriculture Minister adds his voice to the ongoing gas price concerns by citizens. Prime Minister encouraging citizens to come out and witness the remaining games at the National Stadium. And in sport, Grenada Athletic Association announces a 13-member team that'll be to represent Grenada at the 49th Carifta Games. We'll have details to those and other stories coming up for you, right along with the latest public forecast information. It's all after the break, so of course, stay with us.
Introducing the Grenlec mobile app. You can now get your bill balance and easily track energy usage for your home or business. Report and receive alerts about power outages. Plus, stay up to date by receiving the latest notifications. Yes, the Grenlec app keeps you connected anytime, anywhere.
The first segment of MTV News is brought to you in association with GUT Cooperative Credit Union. It's where you belong.
Imagine having the home of your dreams. Imagine investing in that piece of property you can call your own. Imagine finally doing that home improvement project you've always been thinking about. It's time to stop imagining and start doing. Let the GUT Credit Union help you take the first step with fantastic rates, affordable repayments, and reduced legal fees. Make the move. Get better terms on your mortgage. Use your home equity to make those dreams a reality. Act now. There's really no place like home. GUT Credit Union. It's where you belong.
Good evening, I'm Tony Julian with the details. The 16-year-old student from St. George's who was charged with disorderly behavior in a public place, threatening language, resisting arrest, and 2 counts of assault on a police officer following a confrontation that went viral recently, appeared at the juvenile court on Friday. However, the matter was adjourned until the next juvenile day, and according to his lawyer Jerry Edwin, the matter is being considered for diversion. But let's get more in this report.
The court matter was adjourned for the 16-year-old student from St. George who was seen in an altercation with police officers in a recent video. The student was charged with disorderly behavior, threatening language, and 2 counts of assault on a police officer. On Friday morning, he made his way to the St. George's Magistrate Court and was represented by attorney Jerry Edwin.
In the case of the young man who was widely seen on social media in an altercation with the police, the matter was adjourned until the next juvenile day because the matter is being considered for diversion. Diversion is a procedure under the Juvenile Justice Act by which children are not brought into the full process of the magistrate's court in its criminal jurisdiction, but instead the parties meet, they discuss the issues, the child is made to undergo certain processes as well with Child Protection Authority and other agencies to bring them into compliance with what the law requires of them.
According to Edwin, the student's case is on the right track. However, what occurred was intolerable.
So Mr. Sylvester, who is the president of the bar, will be joining me in seeking a way to bring some closure to this. And I don't mean to say that this is a matter that the magistrate will deal with lightly. Quite the contrary. But I believe that we will engage all the processes of the court, the probation department, the Child Protection Agency, and other infrastructure within the criminal justice system to see how this young man could be made to understand the gravity of what he did. And his family, his mother, his grandmother, the young man himself has expressed a willingness to come forward and make a public apology.
According to Edwin, good behavior has been challenging for some students, but the home is responsible for instilling good behavior in students.
You know, the court does have its limit. The judicial officer, the police, the commissioner of prisons, lawyers, we all have our limits. We cannot force good behavior. That requires the home, the community.
Nikita Houston, MTV News.
Road workers along the Mount Nesbitt area are being complained about by one resident in that area who said that they've been dumping debris at the front of her house since last year. Teresa Jerome says it's becoming an issue for her and she has reached out to the relevant authorities, but to date, nothing has been done. Hence, she has reached out to the media. We get more from Donella Houston.
One resident of Mount Nesbitt in St. John has taken her complaints to the media after her numerous cries for assistance to get the rubbish from the roadwork being done in her area cleared. Miss Theresa Jerome reached out to our news desk to seek help to get the word out that the workers are piling the rubbish and other things in front of her house, and she needs it to be cleared as it is unsightly and unhealthy. Jerome says she informed a representative at the MP's office in St. John who saw the area and assured her that something will be done. But to date, nothing has been done. She stated too that she reached out to the Ministry of Works last year about the issue.
Well, it's since last year. Whenever they cut the grass from the side of the road, they haven't removed it. It's the third time in succession that this has happened, and I've asked them. I spoke to Erlin She said yes, she'd help me out because I told her about the infestation of the ants on here, and she promised to help. Since then, since September, October last year, and it's just been building up.
She said she was assured by the workers that it would be picked up.
I asked them if they're going to remove it, and she said yes, the truck going to come and pick it up. And up to now, no, it hasn't been removed. It's the third time in succession that they have cleared the side of the road, and they've piled it up there and they haven't removed it.
MTV reached out to the parliamentary representative for the area, Alvin Dabrio, who said he was unaware of this situation. He pointed us to the direction of the Ministry of Works. Upon reaching out to the Minister for Works, Senator Norland Cox, he stated that he will have someone address the situation urgently. Reporting for MTV News, I am Donella Hostin.
Agriculture Minister Peter David says the government of Grenada is trying its hardest to keep the gas prices low in the country. However, with the ongoing conflict between Ukraine and Russia, gas prices are increasing in other countries also. We have more in this report.
Agriculture Minister Peter David has reiterated the government's promise that it do what it can to keep gas price in the country as low as possible. Speaking during a farmers' consultation on Wednesday, David said while the government is trying and sacrificing, things may however change. As it stands now, there is a $15 cap on fuel prices in Grenada. However, this may change if the fuel prices on the international market continue to increase.
We all know what is happening in the world. We all know that gas prices will go up. In fact, when you look at the news, CNN, MSNBC, all of them, you see what's happening in the U.S. Gas prices is past $5 in some states a gallon, and that $5 a gallon in the U.S. is like out of this world.
The agriculture minister says sacrifices are being made to keep gas prices as low as possible. However, the future is uncertain. He says all countries are affected by the ongoing conflict.
So the government has tried to keep it down. I think Minister Bowen I think it was a PS in finance the other night was indicating that the price is really supposed to be much more than it is if it's allowed to go according to market prices. So the government is sacrificing to keep it down and hopefully can keep it down for some time going forward. Hopefully to provide relief throughout this period. We're not sure what's going to happen in Ukraine. Remember, as Maurice Bishop used to say, when the North sneeze, we catch the cold. And that's what we do now. We catching the cold because the big countries are sneezing.
David says government relief for gas may, however, be available.
So yes, we are going to try to keep it as low as possible, try to find relief where we can. The government did a whole lot of relief packages through COVID, and I'm sure that keeping the gas price down is one of the things that they will certainly do their best to make happen.
Nikita Hostin, MTV News.
Prime Minister of Grenada, Dr. Keith Mitchell, and other ministers of government are happy with the turnout for the third and final test match at the National Stadium thus far. Prime Minister Mitchell, though, is encouraging all citizens to come out and witness the remaining games and also to experience the culture. Prime Minister Mitchell says that this is a special moment for the country, as we hear in this report from Nikita Hostin.
Foreign nationals and Grenadians alike are happy that cricket is finally back in the Tri-Island state. After being away from sporting and cultural activities for more than 2 years due to the COVID-19 pandemic, citizens have the chance to witness and experience 4 days of cricket in the country. Unvaccinated people were also given the go-ahead to access the venue. Prime Minister Keith Mitchell says this moment is a significant and happy period for Grenada.
No, I think this is a special moment for the country, as you mentioned, coming from that period of 2 years where people had their lives interfered with because of the virus. There was a level of impact, negative impact on people's life, economically and otherwise. So having an event like this, bringing back the country to almost a sense of normality, with reservations of course, makes everybody feel good. there's a lift in the spirit of people. You could see it in the streets. You could see it in the buses and transport around. You could see it in the agricultural sector. There is a spirit. So I feel extremely good that we're having this match at this time, because I think it's a very positive event for the country as a whole.
Minister for Finance and Economic Development, Gregory Bowen, along with Minister for Trade, Industries and Consumer Affairs, Alvin Dabrio, spoke of their experience at the Games.
Oh, very well, very well. And I know some who are enjoying it much more than I am. The ardent supporters of the West Indies. They figure they have won the game already, and they won. I wish both teams the best. Of course, we must support our West Indies, but it's good.
I'm enjoying the warm weather and all the colorful extravaganza I'm seeing and all the fans. So it's a beautiful day. Everybody is in an upbeat mood, and it's looking good.
Ricardo Keynes Douglas, popular playwright and producer, says the sporting event is a great experience. However, he faced major setbacks in the beginning that he had to overcome.
Totally excited about it. It's coming through to be wonderful. Everybody's pulling their weight, and it's a great opportunity to launch, in a way, Spice Mars. Yeah, in the beginning it was a little difficult because it was difficult finding vaccinated players. And we had a lot of problems because most people we wanted to take part, they said they're not vaccinated. But in the end, it all turned out well. We got enough vaccinated people. As a matter of fact, everybody here today, they're all vaccinated.
Citizens are encouraged to come out and witness the final days of cricket, lovely cricket, at the National Stadium. Nikita Hostin, MTV News.
That's it for the first segment of NTV Evening News Friday. Still ahead, parents can find themselves in hot water for keeping their children away from school. We'll have details to those and other stories when we return. It'll be right after the break.
The first segment of MTV News was brought to you in association with GUT Cooperative Credit Union. It's where you belong.
Imagine having the home of your dreams. Imagine investing in that piece of property you can call your own. Imagine finally doing that home improvement project you've always been thinking about. It's time to stop imagining and start doing. Let the GUT Credit Union help you take the first step with fantastic rates, affordable repayments, and reduced legal fees. Make the move. Get better terms on your mortgage. Use your home equity to make those dreams a reality. Act now. There's really no place like home. GUT Credit Union. It's where you belong.
Win more with the NLA's Daily Cash Fall. Every day with more plays and bigger prizes to be won. It's a 4-digit game with all the bet types you already know and much more. From 0000 to 9999. Choose your 4 numbers and place your bet from 11 different bet types. Choose from inline, 4 different mixes, first 3, last 3, and 4 different backup options too. Best of all, it starts at just $1, except for backups, which starts at $2. Win as much as $5,000 with a $1 inline bet and as much as $6,200 in a $2 backup bet. Imagine $50,000 for a winning $10 inline bet. There's definitely more to win with the Daily Cash 4. More plays, bigger prizes, twice per day, Mondays to Saturdays. Must be 18 and over to participate. NLA, making your dreams come true while supporting sports, culture, and nation building.
The public is hereby advised that all operations of George F. Huggins and Company Grenada Limited, including Foodland Supermarkets, MoneyGram, Tropical Shipping, Agostini Insurance Brokers, and Amerijet, will be closed on Monday 28th March as a mark of respect for the former CEO and Chairman Emeritus, Mr. George A. Meniz. MoneyGram customers are advised to utilize the service from our sub-agents across the island, namely Home Pride Bakery in St. David, Calicut Limited in Sates, Licks and Bites in Guave, and the Hills and Valley Pharmacy in Carriacou. Regular business will resume on Tuesday 29th March 2022. The company apologizes for any inconvenience this closure may cause and thanks you for your understanding.
When a loved one passes on, we all need the comfort, support, and guidance of a trusted friend. You can rely on LaCour Brothers Funeral Home. We provide a personalized professional service that exceeds all expectations. Our dedicated staff responds to your every need with the greatest detail, ensuring affordability with a variety of options. Our upgraded state-of-the-art facilities, spacious air-conditioned chapel with live internet streaming, a modern, environmentally safe crematorium, the only of its kind on island, private viewing spaces, large on-site repast center, a modern transportation fleet. Join our burial society today and make personalized arrangements for that final moment. As you prepare to enter your loved one into eternal rest, visit or call LaCour Brothers Funeral Home and select a package that brings added comfort to the entire family. LaCour Brothers Funeral Home and Burial Society, continuing a tradition of excellence.
A message by the Grenada Distillers Limited.
You want a hand sanitizer to do 3 things: kill germs, be gentle, and to go where you go. You can get all of that in our hand sanitizer. Hard on germs, gentle on hands, affordable. Remember, hand sanitizers contain alcohol. Keep away from heat and flames and avoid contact with eyes. Available at retailers island-wide.
A message by the Grenada Distillers Limited.
The Nawasa app brings the power of Nawasa's customer service experience to you. Instant, conversational, and smart. Easy access anywhere. Get bill balance, transaction history for up to 6 months, report a fault, link to websites, view payment centers, contact information, push notifications, and multi-tenant accounts, all in a secure login platform. Like a self-service concierge app, mobile.nawasa.gd gets you the support you need much faster. Available on both Android and iOS platforms. mobile.nawasa.gd, your customer support companion. Nawasa, committed to meeting customers' needs.
Deal or no deal?
Let the games begin!
Sunday, March 27th. Get set for another massive Wacky Virtual Bingo!
This time,
it's the Deal or No Deal edition with a whopping jackpot of $10,000.
deal or no deal?
Here's the deal. For 1 week, tickets will be sold at $8. Whoa! At that price, you can buy 2. So take the deal, because after, it's gonna be $10 per ticket.
Oh, deal!
All players in Grenada, tickets are available at numerous box offices island-wide. And if you're playing overseas, tickets are only available at gotofed.com. Sunday, March 27th. Come join the fun and excitement online. Play Waggity Virtual Bingo. The Deal or No Deal edition.
Deal or no deal?
The second segment of MTV News is brought to you in association with the Communal Cooperative Credit Union. To grow with us, save with us.
We support you at every stage of your life.
For business,
for your education,
for your financial freedom,
for that new ride.
Upgrade your life with the Communal. Contact us today.
Welcome back. Well, keeping children away from school can land parents in trouble with the law. While many students welcome the full resumption of school, some have not returned or are not attending classes regularly for one reason or the other. Chief Education Officer or CEO at the Ministry of Education, Angela Finley, says that they are deeply concerned about the number of students who are missing classes and, to get to the bottom of the problem, school attendance maintenance officers have been dispatched to investigate the circumstances which have led to these absences.
We have a pool of school attendance officers assigned to every district. So, as is customary, there was that lull in what you may call really monitoring that, because it was the parents had the option of keeping children at home. But for this period from January, that option has been removed. So we are now asking parents to ensure their children do attend school when they are expected to be unplanned, and it's now school for everyone. However, we do have some schools with little challenges with infrastructure still under repairs, so some are not having everybody, but for the most part, all schools should have the majority of their children in. Therefore, the school attendance officers are currently visiting schools, examining the registers to determine the children who have been noticed for extended absence, and they then go out into the villages, into the districts, to the homes of those parents or the workplaces to engage them and ascertain what the situation is with those students.
Finley explains the penalties for parents who deliberately and regularly keep their children away from school.
Well, the Education Act speaks to fines, which can also include fines and imprisonment possibilities for parents who refuse to send their children to school.
4H students across the country are now more knowledgeable as to the impact of climate change and are better equipped with the knowledge as to how to implement climate-smart agriculture practices at their garden plots, both at home and at school.
The Climate Smart and Rural Enterprise Project held a closing ceremony for the 4H Climate Smart Agriculture or CSA training conducted with students in all 6 parishes over the past month. The CSA training was facilitated by consultant Steve Maxime in collaboration with officials from SIEP, the Ministry of Agriculture, and representatives from 4H. Upon completion of the training, 4Hers were expected to understand the impact of climate change and implement climate-smart agriculture practices in their homes and school gardens. SIEP coordinator is Michelle John.
As was mentioned before, we had a number of very interactive sessions where we were able to highlight a number of different practices such as mulching, best practices in the cultivation of carrots, a tour of the Chinese agriculture mission, greenhouse, negative effects of coastal erosion in Telescope Bay and also in Lauriston, in Carriacou, a tour of a simple aquaponic system, use of terracing. A number of different things were showcased, intercropping for pest management in all the different councils.
4H coordinator Anna Abraham highlighted the role of the organization and how these students benefited from the training.
The mission of the 4H really is to advance knowledge for agriculture, the environment, human health, and well-being by creating opportunities for the youth. And I thank everyone who were instrumental in creating that opportunity for the 4Hers to be able to fulfill that mission of advancing the knowledge in agriculture. And I must say, with all the sessions that we had, I know that we have advanced their knowledge.
Project manager at SIEP, Byron Campbell, said it is important for young people to understand the impact of climate change.
Clearly, it is such an important subject that the earlier we start with it with our young ones is the better, I believe. And we've heard all the reasons for it before, given the change in climate and the urgency as we listen to the news with food security and the need for us to just be doing more. And so the earlier we start with our young ones, I would say, is absolutely best for us and for Grenada.
4H training was also held with students on the sister isle of Carriacou on coastal erosion, climate change, and climate-smart practices. For MTV News, Troy Gill.
The turnout at the farmers' meeting, organized by the Commissioner of Police, Edwin Mann, with collaborative efforts by the Ministry of Agriculture, that was massive and was indeed welcomed by those in attendance. While there, Commissioner Martin pledged that his task force will improve services within the predial larceny task unit. However, he did state that it has to be a collaborative effort by all parties involved, including the buyers of the stolen goods. Developing strategic plans, that's the way forward.
We need to collaboratively develop strategies in all aspects associated with predial larceny: stealing, receivers, markets, trafficking, and shipping.
Martin reminded them of the need to end the problem of predial larceny.
If we kill the demand from the illegitimate predial person or produce, then we will kill the supply. And let me to put that more simply, if we can kill the accessibility for the receiver and the predial thief to be able to sell your goods, then there is no need for them to steal because they have no market.
A top cop urged the farmers to remain united to successfully handle the predial thieves.
If the farming community remains divided, they will continue to take advantage of us. We need to coalesce into a solid team of cooperation, police and farmers, in addressing the issues of predial larceny to give us the opportunity to offer you the best possible protection.
One local pastor says the complete lifting of the COVID-19 regulations is justified given the current epidemiological status of the country and will allow for direct intervention in addressing the ensuing psychosocial and spiritual needs created by the COVID-19 pandemic.
There appear to be mixed reviews on the complete lifting of the COVID-19 regulations, and while many are in agreement, others believe that the complete removal of the protocols will encourage the population to drop their guard. Second Vice Chair of the Caribbean Evangelical Alliance and former President of the AEC, Pastor Devon Rache, speaking to MTV News on Thursday, said it is a welcomed move.
Certainly, I really fully support the complete removal of all of the restrictions. I believe that we have dealt with COVID for over 2 years, and there have been a lot of extensive psychosocial impact. And as such, the opportunity that persons will have to return to a sense of normalcy during this time is one that is welcome. Especially within the church, we can see more of our members come out to various services, and social interaction obviously is very important to the human psyche. We have seen the expression of frustrations during this pandemic in a lot of different ways, and so these are some of the reasons why we welcome the lifting of the restrictions.
He said in some instances, the regulations restrict individuals from improving their livelihoods and securing additional forms of income.
I believe we have gotten an understanding as to how the virus is operating over time, and that understanding has given us a level of wisdom as to how we can be able to manage ourselves and manage this virus without having these types of restrictions. There are a lot of livelihoods, for example, that have been affected. Persons who were not able to ploy their trade, their business, because of the restrictions in terms of physical distancing, numerical limitations on gathering and so forth. Many persons were affected, so we welcome this because a lot of persons will be able to again return to livelihood, provide for their families, and this is one of the things that is very important for us as a church, to be able to see persons providing for their families.
He anticipates that with the lifting of the protocols, there will be even more outreach as the church community endeavors to address both spiritual and physical needs.
We look forward to being able to minister to families. Certainly a lot of persons have been affected negatively by a lot of what have happened during the pandemic, so we are looking forward to minister to families. We expect that we'll be able to reach souls because there are a lot of our evangelism was somewhat limited, and you will see a lot more mass evangelism, revival services will happen because a lot of persons over time, because of the absence of the physical space, their spiritual life has been affected on, which should not have been the case, but that's just the reality. And so we expect to see revivals take place, And obviously there's a lot of outreach in terms of ministering to needs that we'll still need to do. A lot of families are still impacted and so on. So our outreach will be able to continue now in a bigger way than we had done it previously.
The 6 feet physical distancing and the restrictions on the numbers for social gatherings were removed, with the wearing of masks still in effect. However, effective April 4th, the mask mandate will be removed.
That's the second segment of news. Your weekly entertainment feature is right after the break. Stay with us.
The second segment of MTV News was brought to you in association with the Communal Cooperative Credit Union. To grow with us, save with us.
We support you at every stage of your life.
For business.
For your education.
For your financial freedom.
For that new ride.
Upgrade your life with the Communal. Contact us today.
The public is hereby advised that all operations of George F. Huggins and Company Grenada Limited, including Foodland Supermarkets, MoneyGram, Tropical Shipping, Agostini Insurance Brokers, and Amerijet, will be closed on Monday, 28th March, as a mark of respect for the former CEO and Chairman Emeritus, Mr. George A. Meniz. MoneyGram customers are advised to utilize the service from our sub-agents across the island, namely Home Pride Bakery in St. David, Calico Limited in Sates, Licks and Bites in Guave, and the Hills and Valley Pharmacy in Carriacou. Regular business will resume on Tuesday, 29th March 2022. The company apologizes for any inconvenience this closure may cause and thanks you for your understanding.
Quartz Black Friday Reloaded. This week only. Shop from Thursday the 24th of March for up to 60% off selected items. Save $900 off the Land Ranger treadmill. Only $1,999. HP Pro Desk PC. Now just $2,299. Save $400. And get the LG 43-inch UHD 4K Smart Television for only $1,999. Save $1,000. Plus, with Quartz Ready Finance, get 2 months free. Get all the best deals. Black Friday Reloaded. Only at Quartz. Bringing value home. Stores open from 8 a.m. See in-store or online for details.
More jackpot money, more reasons to play this game. More money for way. Super 6 a bigger jackpot game.
Now you love Super 6
even more.
With more money to the jackpot galore.
Play more, win more,
have more fun. With more jackpot money, Super 6 is my number one. With the new and improved Super 6 game,
the jackpot keep growing and growing and growing.
More jackpot money, more reasons to play this game. More money for way. Super 6 a bigger jackpot game. Super 6, bigger jackpots, more chances to win.
A message by the Grenada Distillers Limited.
You want a hand sanitizer to do 3 things: kill germs, be gentle, and to go where you go. You can get all of that in our hand sanitizer. Hard on germs, gentle on hands, affordable. Remember, hand sanitizers contain alcohol. keep away from heat and flames, and avoid contact with eyes. Available at retailers island-wide.
A message by the Grenada Distillers Limited.
Deal or no deal?
Let the games begin! Sunday, March 27th, get for another massive Wacky Virtual Bingo!
This time,
it's the Deal or No Deal edition with a whopping jackpot of $10,000.
Deal or no deal?
Here's the deal. For 1 week, tickets will be sold at $8. Whoa! At that price, you can buy 2. So take the deal, because after, it's gonna be $10 per ticket.
Oh, deal!
All players in Grenada, tickets are available at numerous box offices island-wide. And if you're playing overseas, tickets are only available at gotofed.com. Sunday, March 27th. Come join the fun and excitement online. Play Waggity Virtual Bingo. The Deal or No Deal edition.
Deal or no deal?
MTV's Total Local is brought to you in association with Carib Brewery.
Welcome back. And for this week's edition of Total Local, we feature Blaze and Kamari with their new music video, She Chip.
What's going on, MTV? This your boy Blaze, well also known as Kevin Francis. Everybody know me as Blaze. VIA. Yeah, man.
Hell yeah, I want job. Don't like it when you turn. Don't be shy, come in front. Walk up at the job all you want. I want to rock it all night long. So stop it.
Well, I have a brand new music video just dropped for 2022, Spice Mass. Big up to my son Kamari. This is his first time actually singing a song with his father. Now, music has always been a part of his life, just as music always been a part of my life. And I just felt that it was the right time. He's 5 years old, and I just felt that it was the right time to actually put him on a song with his dad to see how the world gonna view it same way. Right, the song's called She Chip. It's Blaze featuring Kamari. I wrote the song, but his part, he was the one. I was in the studio and he was like, "Daddy, I want to sing with you." So I was like, "Well, let me hear what you're gonna come up with, and then Daddy going to see if you're gonna actually put that on record." And then he was like, "Daddy, play the rhythm." And from there, that what you hear, that's so as you hear it, that is how it is, straight like that.
Hell yeah, I want job. Don't like it when you turn. Don't be shy, come in front. Walk up at the job all you want. I want to rock it all night long. So stop it, this a sign. Touch up on like it, troubles on. When you chop, sing the chop, bend her up like a wheelbarrow. There you go.
Well, you gotta expect a lot from Blaze, but expect the unexpectedly, most of all, because right now I'm in the position of mixing and mastering in my own studio, and also production-wise, same way. Big up to all the other producers who actually works with VIA production, you understand? But expect a lot from 2022. VIA, we say that.
The girl just tryna go down and bust a strip. She really amazed the job, how she whine and dip. And try to cheat the job, some the best of it.
MTV News Friday. We'll have news from across the region coming up next.
MTV's Total Local was brought to you in association with Caribbery. The third segment of MTV News is brought to you in association with Arizo Credit Union. Your financial freedom, your future.
January 1947 saw the dawn of a new day, the birth of the Grenada Civil Service Credit Union, later renamed the Grenada Public Service Cooperative Credit Union Limited, and more recently, Arizo. Arizo is extremely proud to be celebrating this significant milestone. But this would not have been possible without you. And this is why we are inviting you to celebrate with us as we celebrate 75 years of transforming lives. Stay tuned to our social media platforms and our local media houses to learn more of the activities and events that we have in store for you. As we celebrate this journey, we thank all our stalwarts for their valued contributions in bringing us to where we are today. We look forward to serving you for many more years. Let's celebrate 75 years of transforming lives.
Time now for this evening's regional roundup.
Good evening with tonight's MTV Regional Roundup. I am Clifton James. We begin in Jamaica, where concerns about the portrayal of Jamaicans interacting with the royals. Some critics argue that the visit is a reminder of their reign and British colonialism. More in this TVJ report.
Photos of the British royals greeting Trenchtown residents from behind a fence and under the watchful guard of the police and other security officials have been likened to modern-day slavery. The images are being widely used by international media and the interactions with residents described as jarring. But some residents of Trenchtown are unconcerned about the perceptions. They're happy to see the Duke and Duchess.
I never see no more time. I never see the Queen when she come. But I see the Prince this time in Jesus' name. Me no busy when nobody wants to say.
Much of the criticism surrounding the royal visit stems from Jamaica's own independence. And as the country gears up to celebrate its 60th year, well, pressure is mounting on the government to sever ties with the British monarch. But one scholar argues that decolonization of the mind is just as important as cutting physical ties with the British monarch.
The fact of the celebration is contradictory. The responses to the royals, if you see some of the images, it's a bit jarring, the celebration of these two people in relation to what they represent historically and in relation to where black people are in Jamaica currently.
Dr. Maziki Tame is a senior lecturer at the University of the West Indies. She's also part of the group calling for reparations outside the British Embassy Tuesday. Dr. Tame says the visit by the royals flies in the face of Jamaica's democracy. And while the Duke and Duchess did not directly cause harm to slaves, their visit is a reminder of what the royal family represents. For others, not so much.
Them not do me nothing, because I never know what them do. So them not do me nothing. They never do me nothing. My mother and my father tell me say, the prince or the queen do them something.
And so, there are cheers and jeers.
We demand apologies
and reparation.
But even if nothing comes from the protests, Dr. Thames says increased awareness of the history of slavery and empowerment of Jamaicans is a step in the right direction.
Over in Guyana, there is a desperate plea for financial help for a young man who was beaten by a clock with a piece of wood. More in this HGP TV report.
Doctors at the St. Joseph Mercy Hospital have rushed 16-year-old Jaheim Straker into emergency surgery to avoid him becoming brain dead. His mother, Fiona Lewis, has confirmed to Nightly News. Straker, a fourth-form student of the New Silver City Secondary School, was attacked by a classmate last Thursday and beaten with a piece of wood. The cost of the emergency surgery is Guyana $1.2 million, and the teen's tearful mother related to Nightly News that she was only able to secure $400,000 as down payment in order to get the surgery done immediately and has to pay the remaining amount by Thursday and Friday. Lewis told Nightly News that only when doctors learned of the severity of Jaheim's condition, they immediately made a call to public hospital to get a picture of Jaheim's scan, and noted that a dent in his skull was pressed against a part of the brain that could make it go dead in a matter of days. Straker, who was viciously attacked by a classmate and his friends last Thursday over disagreement over Pago powder, had initially suffered a fractured skull, but his condition worsened over time. Meanwhile, the police and the school's welfare department are still investigating the assault. The teen's mother is asking whoever is desirous of making a donation towards the medical expenses of 16-year-old Jaheim Straker to contact her on 638-2182. That is 638-2182. Reporting for the HGP Nightly News, Joel Vogt.
About 300 people died in a Russian airstrike last week on a theatre being used as a bomb shelter in the besieged Ukrainian city of Mariupol, the city's government said Friday, citing eyewitnesses. When the theatre was struck on March the 16th, an enormous inscription reading "Children" was posted outside in Russian, intended to be visible from the skies above. It was not immediately clear whether emergency workers had finished evacuating the site or how the eyewitnesses arrived at the horrific death toll. Soon after the airstrike, Ludmila Denisova, the Ukrainian Parliament's Human Rights Commissioner, said more than 1,300 people had been sheltering in the building. Mariupol has since been the scene of some of the worst devastation of the war, which has seen Russia relentlessly besiege and plummet Ukrainian cities. The misery inside them is such that nearly everyone trying to leave and those left behind face desperate food shortages in a country once known as the breadbasket for the world. Clifton James, MTV Regional Roundup.
This is the MTV Evening News for the 25th of March. We'll be back with you after the break.
The third segment of MTV News was brought to you in association with Ariza Credit Union. Your financial freedom, your future.
I've been a member of the Ariza Credit Union since 2016, and honestly I joined to come out of poverty. What I love most about Ariza Credit Union is their support in helping us as members to save. I was in the credit union like a little under a month. The sewing machine that I had went bad and I was in desperate need of, purchasing another. I simply went to speak to my loan officer. I wanted to know details of how to go forward. How do I become qualified to get a loan? And the next thing I knew, she said, how much money do you need? And at that time I needed $7.99. And she said, I'll loan you the money. And from there I purchased the sewing machine, and this is the result. As a young person, we all have those little achievements in the back of our mind that seem so far-reaching. What Ariza encourages us to do is to save. I'm really happy, honestly.
You're watching the MTV Evening News. Sporting highlights are next.
Win more with the NLA's Daily Cash Fall. Every day with more plays and bigger prizes to be won. It's a 4-digit game with all the bet types you already know and much, much more. From 0000 to 9999. Choose your 4 numbers and place your bet from 11 different bet types. Choose from inline, 4 different mixes, first 3, last 3, and 4 different backup options too. Best of all, it starts at at just $1, except for backups, which starts at $2. Win as much as $5,000 with a $1 inline bet and as much as $6,200 in a $2 backup bet. Imagine $50,000 for a winning $10 inline bet. There's definitely more to win with Daily Cash 4. More plays, bigger prizes. Twice per day, Mondays to Saturdays. Must be 18 and over to participate. NLA, making your dreams come true while supporting sports, culture, and nation building.
Quartz Black Friday Reloaded. This week only. Shop from Thursday the 24th of March for up to 60% off selected items. Save $900 off the Land Ranger treadmill. Only $1,999. HP Pro Desk PC. Now just $2,299. Save $400. And get the LG 43-inch UHD 4K Smart Television for only $1,999. Save $1,000. Plus, with Quartz Ready Finance, get 2 months free. Get all the best deals. Black Friday Reloaded. Only at Quartz. Bringing value home. Doors open from 8 a.m. See in-store or online for details.
The Nawasa app brings the power of Nawasa's customer service experience to you. Instant, conversational, and smart. Easy access anywhere. Get bill balance, transaction history for up to 6 months, report a fault, link to websites, view payment centers, contact information, push notifications, and multi-tenant accounts, all in a secure login platform. Like a self-service concierge app, mobile.nawasa.gd gets you the support you need much faster. Available on both Android and iOS platforms. mobile.nawasa.gd, your customer support companion. Nawasa, committed to meeting customers' needs.
The next chapter in West Indies' biggest rivalry continues. West Indies vies against England for the Apex Test Series in 3 test matches. Tickets start as low as $20 and local residents enjoy an additional 50% discount with online purchase. Must be fully vaccinated to attend all matches and COVID-19 protocols will be in effect. Secure your seats to the action. Get your tickets in advance at windiescricket.com/tickets. Terms and conditions apply.
Introducing the Grenlec mobile app. You can now get your bill balance and easily track energy usage for your home or business. Report and receive alerts about power outages. Plus, stay up to date by receiving the latest notifications. Yes, the Grenlec app keeps you connected anytime, anywhere. The Grenlec mobile app. Download for 24/7 access.
Holy Natural Spring Water is a water for every occasion. On the field of sports, at your workplace, just open the bottle and savor the pure, refreshing taste. Holy Natural Spring Water is produced in Mama Can St. Andrews and is available in all sizes nationwide. To order, telephone 444-7654 or 533-7654. Holy Natural Spring Water, Grenada's purest bottled water.
The Grenada Athletic Association announces a 13-member team to represent Grenada at the 49th Carifta Games. We'll have details to that and other highlights coming up in sport after the break. And now a special evening to you sporting fans. Donella Hostin has this evening's sporting highlights.
Good evening, sporting fans. The Grenada Athletic Association is pleased to announce that a 13-member team has been selected to represent Grenada at the 49th Carifta Games. The games are carded for Kingston, Jamaica at the Jamaica National Stadium and are scheduled to run from April 16th to 18th, 2022. Here is a listing of team members and the categories in which they will compete in. Under 17 female, Serena Alexander, javelin from St. David's Track Blazers, and Shantae Augustine, 100 meters and the 200 meters from 473 MVP. Under 17 male, Rayvon Telesford, javelin from St. David's Track Blazers. Under 20 female, Jamora Alves, shot put, discus and javelin from Carriacou Athletic Committee. Jamara Patterson, 400 meters from Finish Line Track Club. And Sharia Eno, high jump from Carriacou Athletic Committee. Under 20 male, Isaiah Patrick, pole vault from St. David's Track Blazers. Cameron Thomas, javelin from St. David's Track Blazers. Nazio John, 100 meters and 200 meters from Ace Track Club. Jaden Tika, javelin from Carriacou Athletic Committee. Jalon Calder, shot put and discus from St. David's Track Blazers. Shavin Charles Hector, 100 meters and 200 meters from St. David's Track Blazers. And DeAndre Bristol, shot put and discus from Carriacou Athletic Committee. The team will be accompanied by coaches Paul Phillip and Carol Evans and is scheduled to depart varying locations on April 14th, 2022. The final Apex Test match between the West Indies and England started yesterday at the National Cricket Stadium with full support from local and international supporters. Minister for Sports, Culture and the Arts, Fisheries and Cooperatives is Honourable Yolande Bain Hosford.
This is so important to us because, you know, we are coming out of the pandemic and people are happy. They want to come out and have a good time and you know, witness what is going on. Look, we have a blend of carnival here as well, and I'm happy. I'm very happy, and so are the people in the pavilion. I can see how excited and how elated they are, you know, with this experience here today.
Former West Indies cricketer and Grenadian cricket hero Junior Murray says he is happy that Test cricket returned to Grenada.
I think most of all must say I'm very, very satisfied. I've never seen the hunger for everyone want to come to the stadium to look at this Test match. So I think we've been locked away for 2 years and no sporting activities. I think we're all hungry now, and I think we're going to have a lovely 5 days here at the National Stadium.
At news time, West Indies was still batting with 71 for 3 in 25 overs with 133 runs to get, and England at 204 runs in 89.4 overs. West Indies women's hopes of a semi-final spot were left hanging by a string after rain forced a no result in the all-important final group stage game against South Africa in New Zealand on Thursday. Needing full points to remain firmly in the battle for one of 3 top 4 spots, West Indies were forced to share the 2 points as rain allowed only 65 deliveries at the Basin Reserve in a contest already reduced to 26 overs per side. West Indies lies third in the standings on 7 points, with unbeaten leaders Australia on 12 and second-placed South Africa on 9, already through to the semi-finals. However, England and India, 4th and 5th respectively on 6 points, have 1 game left and can still both overtake West Indies in the table. And that's it for this evening's sports. I am Donella Hostin.
Thank you, Donella, for the latest in sport. We have the public forecast information still to come, and then a recap of the top stories right after the break.
MTV Weather is brought to you in association with Grenlec, energizing our Grenada.
Need a quick, convenient way to pay your bills and avoid lines? Use the online banking feature from Republic Bank, First Caribbean, or Co-op Bank. Contact them today to set up your online banking and enjoy 24-hour convenience to make your bill payments. Stay safe. Grenlec, we are united even when we are apart.
Good Friday evening, viewers, with the Friday night and the weekend's weather forecast and meteorologist Wayne Williams. Sunny conditions dominated throughout most of the Eastern Caribbean, but by afternoon time we did see a slight increase in cloudiness and 1 or 2 inland showers. This is as a result of an area of low-level moisture that continues to approach the island, so it would bring us some showers tonight and into Saturday. We can see that area, especially right to the immediate east of the islands, that is heading our way. Quite a bit of moisture in it, but showers, any showers from that would be brief and would be light. The forecast for Friday night is for some of those scattered showers to affect us. Winds will be northeasterly between 5 and 15 miles per hour. The minimum temperature will fall to around 23. The moon is going to rise in the morning at 1:40 and set tomorrow afternoon at 1:20. On Saturday, fair conditions would be interrupted by scattered showers throughout the daytime. Winds will remain northeasterly, coming in between 14 and 24 miles per hour, but with occasional gusts possible. The seas will remain choppy with 6 to 8 foot waves, so exercise extreme caution if you have to venture far from port. The sun is going to rise at 6:07 and set at 6:18. Another hot day, 34, will feel like 37. On Sunday, similar conditions, but just fewer showers, mostly fair skies at that time. Winds will remain brisk from the northeast, again gusting in excess of 24 miles per hour. Seas are still choppy, 6 to 8 foot waves. The sun is going to rise at 6:06, set at 6:18. Another hot day, this time it will feel like 38. As the work week starts, there still is a chance of showers on Monday and Tuesday, but those would diminish towards Tuesday. After that, partly cloudy conditions at first, fair conditions from next weekend. This haze still will remain with us, but very slight. That's it for me for Friday and for this week, folks. Have yourself a great night. Remember, you can join me again on Monday.
MTV Weather was brought to you in association with Grenlec, energizing our Grenada.
And now to end the news, a recap of the main stories. Court matter adjourned of a 16-year-old seen in viral video in an altercation with the police. Agriculture Minister has added his voice to the ongoing gas price increase concerns by citizens. Prime Minister Dr. Keith Mitchell encouraging citizens to come out and witness the remaining games at the National Stadium. And in sport, Grenada Athletic Association has announced a 13-member team to represent Grenada at the 49th Carifta Games. We've had details to those and other stories, a look to at the public forecast information, all on the evening news for Friday. All for now. On behalf of the News and Production Departments, I'm Tony Julian. We thank you for viewing and wish you a wonderful weekend.
I'm a winner, you are winner, we are winners, winners, winners.
It's the big one. Grenada. Imagine winning $25,000 and up to 6 times by scratching just one lotto ticket. Get your triple cash scratch tickets for a chance to live your best life. Win easy with Scratch. For just $3, match any of your numbers to any of the winning numbers and win the prize shown for that number. Reveal a money bag symbol and win the prize instantly. Triple cash scratch in stores now. Must be 18 or older to play.
'Cause I'm a winner. From the moment that I get up, I'm feeling right.
Good evening and welcome to the National Lottery Authority's Daily Pick 3 Evening Draw for today, Friday, the 25th of March, 2022. I'm Lexanne Fletcher and I'll be your draw hostess for this evening. I've got Ms. Giselle Alexander standing in with me. She's representing PKF Accountants and Business Advisors. She's here to ensure the games for this evening are conducted in a fair, accountable manner, that the game balls have not been tampered with and are within industry standards. Well, here's a quick reminder as always, with the Pick 3 game, you can bet as little as $1 on inline, mix, and pair tickets and from $2 on backup tickets. It's time to reveal tonight's winning numbers. It pays to play. Good luck. Check your tickets. First number is, first number 1, second number 2, third and final, 7. Let's recap. The first number was 1, second number 2, third and final was 7. Congratulations if you're a winner this evening, and we do hope you got your tickets for the Playway draw. That comes up next. We'll see you then.
The next chapter in West Indies' biggest rivalry continues. West Indies vies against England for the Apex Test Series in 3 test matches. Tickets start as low as $20 and local residents enjoy an additional 50% discount with online purchase. Must be fully vaccinated to attend all matches and COVID-19 protocols will be in effect. Secure your seats to the action. Get your tickets in advance at windiescricket.com/tickets. Terms and conditions apply.
Welcome back. It's time for the Playway draw for this evening, Friday, the 25th of March, 2022. Ms. Giselle Alexander is standing in with me once again. She's representing PKF Accountants and Business Advisors. Don't forget, with the Playway game, all you got to do is bet as little as $1 up to $10 or in increments on any number or dream symbol of your choice and get to win 24 times the amount you bet. That's $24 for every dollar spent. Let's find out what the winning number will be for this evening. Value your dreams, win your way with Playway. Good luck. And this evening's winning Playway number is... The winning Playway number for this evening is number 8088. The dream symbol is spider. Just repeat, tonight's winning Playway number 8088. The dream symbol is spider. Congratulations if you're a winner this evening. And up next is a cash for draw. Get your tickets out for that one. We'll see you then.
The next chapter in West Indies' biggest rivalry continues. West Indies vies against England for the Apex Test Series in 3 test matches. Tickets start as low as $20 and local residents enjoy an additional 50% discount with online purchase. Must be fully vaccinated to attend all matches and COVID-19 protocols will be in effect. Secure your seats to the action. Get your tickets in advance at windiescricket.com/tickets. Terms and conditions apply.
Win more with the NLA's Daily Cash Fall. Every day with more plays and bigger prizes to be won. It's a 4-digit game with all the bet types you already know and much, much more. From 0000 to 9999. Choose your 4 numbers and place your bet from 11 different bet types. Choose from inline, 4 different mixes, first 3, last 3, and 4 different backup options too. Best of all, it starts at just $1, except for backups, which starts at $2. Win as much as $5,000 with a $1 inline bet and as much as $6,200 in a $2 backup bet. Imagine $50,000 for a winning $10 inline bet. There's definitely more to win with the Daily Cash 4. More plays, bigger prizes, twice per day, Mondays to Saturdays. Must be 18 and over to participate. NLA, making your dreams come true while supporting sports, culture, and nation building.
Welcome back. It's time for the daily cash flow draw for this evening, Friday, the 25th of March, 2022. I've got Ms. Giselle Alexander with me once again. She's representing PKF Accountants and Business Advisors. Don't forget, with the cash flow game, you can bet as little as $1. Most of the bet types, with the exception of backup, in which case you bet $2. Hope you got your tickets. Let's find out what the winning numbers will be for this evening. It's more plays, bigger prizes. Good luck. It's time to check your tickets. First number is 6. Second number 2. Third number 1, and the final number is 9. Let's recap. First number up was 6, the second number 2, third number was 1, and the fourth and final was 9. If you're a winner, congratulations to you. Don't forget, we've got the lotto draw a little later on this evening, and of course the jackpot is $122,000. We'll see you then.
Win more with the NLA's Daily Cash Fall. Every day with more plays and bigger prizes to be won. It's a 4-digit game with all the bet types you already know and much, much more. From 0000 to 9999. Choose your 4 numbers and place your bet from 11 different bet types. Choose from inline, 4 different mixes, first 3, last 3, and 4 different backup options too. Best of all, it starts at just $1, except for backups, which starts at $2. Win as much as $5,000 with a $1 inline bet and as much as $6,200 in a $2 backup bet. Imagine $50,000 for a winning $10 inline bet. There's definitely more to win with the Daily Cash 4. More plays, bigger prizes. Twice per day, Mondays to Saturdays. Must be 18 and over to participate. NLA, making your dreams come true while supporting sports, culture, and nation building.
Good evening, viewers and listeners. Welcome back once again. It's time for the National Lottery Authority's Lotto Draw number 3341 for this evening, Friday, the 25th of March, 2022. The estimated jackpot is $122,000. Of course, joining me once again is Ms. Giselle Alexander. She's representing PKF Accountants and Business Advisors. Let's find out what the free ticket letter will be for this evening. Good luck. All right, check your tickets. The free ticket letter is... This evening's free ticket letter is the letter I as in ink. That's I as in ink. And it's time to select tonight's 5 winning numbers for the estimated jackpot of $122,000. If you got your tickets, good luck. And the first number is... First number, 18. Second number 4. Third number is 11. The fourth. The fourth number is 14, and the fifth and final is, yes, fifth and final, 20. It's time to recap, and it's time to double check your tickets. The free ticket letter for this evening was I as in ink. That's I as in ink. And the 5 winning numbers for $122,000. Let's recap. First number up was 18, 1818. The second was 4, 4. Third, 11, 11. The fourth was 14, 14. And the final, 20, 20. Of course, if you have these numbers, congratulations to you. This has been Lotto Play and Win a Lot. And don't just, of course, reminding you, we're here tomorrow as well, God's will. So get your tickets for tomorrow's games and do continue to support sports culture and nation building. Have a good night.
The next chapter in West Indies' biggest rivalry continues. West Indies vies against England for the Apex Test Series in 3 test matches. Tickets start as low as $20 and local residents enjoy an additional 50% discount with online purchase. Must be fully vaccinated to attend all matches and COVID-19 protocols will be in effect. Secure your seats to the action. Get your tickets in advance at windiescricket.com/tickets. Terms and conditions apply.
When a loved one passes on, we all need the comfort, support, and guidance of a trusted friend. You can rely on LaCroix Brothers Funeral Home. We provide a personalized professional service that exceeds all expectations. Our dedicated staff responds to your every need with the greatest detail, ensuring affordability with a variety of options. Our upgraded state-of-the-art facilities, spacious air-conditioned chapel with live internet streaming, a modern, environmentally safe crematorium, the only of its kind on island, private viewing spaces, large on-site repast center, a modern transportation fleet. Join our burial society today and make personalized arrangements for that final moment. As you prepare to enter your loved one into eternal rest, visit or call LaCroix Brothers Funeral Home and select a package that brings added comfort to the entire family. LaCroix Brothers Funeral Home and Burial Society, continuing a tradition of excellence.
George Anthony Richard Moniz of Berbice, Guyana, a resident of Grenada since 1962. Mr. Moniz passed away at his home on Saturday, March 19, 2022, at the age of 80. He was the former chairman and managing director of George F. Huggins and Company, Grenada Limited. He is survived by his wife, Nuala Moniz, 3 children, Luana Boyack, Richard Moniz Jr., and Anya Chow Chang, grandchildren Christian, Graham, Lindsay, Ryan, Haley, and Sienna. Many other friends, relatives, and loved ones mourn his passing, including the board of directors, the management and staff of George F. Huggins. The funeral service for the late George Anthony Richard Moniz of Berbice, Guyana, will take place on Monday, 28th March at 1:30 p.m. at the Blessed Sacrament RC Church, Grand Anse. In lieu of flowers, a collection will be taken for the benefit of the diocese and the missionaries of charity in Grenada. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Bailey's Funeral Home. Sir Turin Francis of Tobago, who resided at Boca St. George, passed away on Tuesday, 15th March 2022, at the age of 76. She was the wife of Cyril Francis, mother of Owen Francis, grandmother of Alexis, Ariel, Asia, and Isaiah, aunt of Emily Walter, grand-aunt of Saturina, Sheshael, Gabriel, Israel, Joshua, and Dinah, stepmother of Isis Francis Brown, and Wendell Ramsden and their families, stepsister of Prunella Chance. Other relatives and friends including the Peters family, Irma, Anne, Shirley, Jenny, and friends and neighbors of Boca and surrounding areas. The funeral of the late Sir Turin Francis of Tobago, who resided at Boca St. George, will take place on Tuesday, 29th March at 9 a.m. Funeral service will be held at the Garden of Remembrance Funeral Chapel, Cemetery Hill, St. George's, according to Seventh-day Adventist rites, followed by cremation. Funeral arrangements entrusted to LaCroix Brothers Funeral Homes. Claudius Mervyn McLawrence, affectionately called Pops of Winwood Carriacou, passed away on Saturday 19th March 2022. He was a contractor and managed his own business, Mac & Mac Construction, for many years. He is survived by his dedicated wife, children, siblings, many grandchildren, nieces, nephews, cousins, and other family. He has also left many other close friends, relatives, and loved ones to mourn his passing, including the Kent, Budlal, and Patras families. The funeral service for the late Claudius Mervyn McLawrence, affectionately called Pops of Winwood Carriacou, will take place on Wednesday, March 30th at 1:30 p.m. Funeral service will be held at the Glad Tidings Assembly, Hillsborough, Carriacou, and interment will be at the family cemetery, Lapel. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Bailey's Funeral Home. Monica Cador née Langine, also known as Monix, of Concord St. John, a well-known market vendor, passed away on Saturday, 5th March 2022, at the age of 91. She was the mother of Aldith Joan Courtney, Althea in Canada, Martin Coco Cador, Kenneth Bob Cador, Lindo Poe Cador, and Alsted Cador, stepmother of Sheridan Cador, grandmother of Sabrina Courtney, Dr. Jade Courtney, Maya, Sophie and Jewel Courtney, Ricardo Ashton, Sherlin and Marvin Haynes, Timothy, Ashton, Alicia, and Asborn Williams, great-grandmother of 13, sister of Lena Monroe, Faith Jessamy, Daphne Lewis, and Valma Delandro in England, mother-in-law of Merlin Bain, Erilyn Haynes, and George Courtney, sister-in-law of Raleigh Jessamy and Gloria Langine, aunt of many in England, Canada, and the USA, including teacher Everil Nelson, Lerlin Langine, Martin, Michael and Tanti Marina Jessamy, and sister Catherine Monroe, godmother of Neville Louisor and Edwin Edwards. Many cousins, other relatives and close friends, including Edwin and Utilda Mitchell, Millie Charles, Daniel Wayne Lewis, Anthony Cador, the Langine, Louisor, Marshall, Cummings, and Cador families of Grove in Trinidad, the USA, Canada, and England, and friends and neighbours of Grand Roy, Marigot, Concord, and surrounding areas. The funeral service for the late Monica Cador née Langine, also known as Monix, of Concord St. John, will take place on Wednesday, March 30th at 1 p.m. Funeral service will be held at the Concord Roman Catholic Church, and entombment will be at the Family Cemetery, Concord. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Homes. Matthew Nelista Grant of Riversally St. Patrick, who resided at Lapo Tree St. Andrew and at Beaulieu St. George, passed away on Thursday, March 10th, 2022, at the age of 70. He was the father of Cherry Ann Boca Cyrus in the USA, Cheryl Ann Boca Bethel, Corporal 939 Shonell Cummings, and Akim Adolphus, brother of Michael, also known as Lavesta, Wilbur, Gloria, Magdalene, and Magna, grandfather of Rianne and Ariana Cyrus in the USA, and Gabrielle Bethel, father-in-law of Ricky Cyrus, Hendy Bethel, and Reginald Cummings. Many nieces and nephews in Grenada, Trinidad, and the USA, including Janice, Shirley Ann, Samuel, Deanne, Catherine, Rhoda, Wayne, Michael, Ashton, Jenny, and Annette. Other relatives and friends, including the Grant family of Lapo Tree, Riversally, Paradise, and Montrose in Trinidad, Canada, and the USA, the Whiteman family of St. David, the Adolphus family of Beaulieu, the Niles family of Darbo, Diego and Heads of Lapo Tree, Glenn Lewis and family, Sharon DeBerg, and friends and neighbors of Beaulieu, Lapo Tree, and surrounding areas. The funeral of the late Matthew Nelista Grant of Riversally St. Patrick, who resided at Lapo Tree St. Andrew and Beaulieu St. George, will take place on Thursday, March 31st at 1 p.m. Funeral service will be held at the Holy Family Catholic Church, Riversally St. Patrick, and interment will be at the Riversally Cemetery. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Homes. Cyprian Batiste, also known as Sippo and Dread, of Providence, who resided at Pedmotar St. David, former salesman and managing director of Value Landscape in Grenada and Value Minimart, passed away on Thursday, 3rd March 2022, at the age of 62. He was the husband of Marl Batiste, father of Marcus and Morris Batiste and Marcia Franklin, grandfather of Moriah, Kiara, Kayla, Caleb, Caden, and Karina, brother of Daniel Thomas in Trinidad and Teresa Thomas in England, brother-in-law of Maureen Morel in St. Thomas, Gordon in Trinidad, Michael, Kang, and John, father-in-law of Kizzy Batiste and Leoth Franklin, uncle of many cousins, other relatives and close friends, including James Lewis and family, Victor Scott and family, Hyacinth McBarnett and family, Rosie and family, Sharon and family, Cynthia and family, Kester and family, the Blake family of Corinth, the Batiste family, Pastor Thomas and family, the Duncan family of Vincents, the Albert family of Dudmar, the Mapp and Horsford families, the management and staff of Value Distributors and Value Landscape in Grenada, pastor and members of the First Baptist Church, Barot, St. David, and friends and neighbors of Barot, Providence, Pedmotar, Belle Plaine, Lamode, St. Vincent, St. Thomas, the United Kingdom, and Trinidad. The funeral of the late Cyprian Batiste, also known as Sippo and Dread, of Providence, who resided at Pedmotar, St. David, will take place on Thursday, 31st March at 1 p.m. Funeral service will be held at the First Baptist Church, Barot, St. David, and entombment will be at the Family Cemetery, Pedmotar. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Homes. Lloyd Edric Chetram, also known as Babu and Caesar, of Brothers St. John, passed away on Friday, 11th March 2022, at the age of 71. He was the brother of Valentine and Keith Chetram, nephew of Rosalind Julian in the UK, brother-in-law of Brenda and Louise Chetram, uncle of many including Jason, Judy, Janice Chetram Hagley, Jerry, Sharon, Lyndon, Sherry, Ken, Ian, Kay, Ricky, Robbie and Jeanette Chetram, Beverly Chetram Dolland, Rolda Chetram Justine, and Daniel, also known as Bubby in the United Kingdom. Uncle-in-law of many, including Ken Hagley, Akima Fraser, David Justine, Evelyn Dolland, Suti Chetram, Lexan Chetram, Bibi Husman Chetram, and Casey Eben Chetram. Many other relatives and friends, including the Sanderson, Chitterman, Perryman, Ragbasing, Duranjit, Harford, Chetram, Julian, and Harriman families, the Rajman family in Tobago, the Roberts family in Grenada, the UK and the USA, Shireen Amanda Wall, Pastor Robert Mathena and family, members of the Faith Independence Baptist Church Loretto, Lester Simpson, Nurse Marcia Jones, Laura Joseph, the Alexis family, and friends and neighbors of Brothers and surrounding areas. The funeral of the late Lloyd Edric Chetram, also known as Babu and Caesar, of Brothers St. John, will take place on Friday, April 1st at 1 p.m. Funeral service will be held at the Open Bible Church, Grove, St. John, and interment will be at the Douglaston Cemetery. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Homes. Carlisle James, also known as Black Boy and Baggy, of Beaulieu St. George, died on Tuesday, 22nd March 2022, at the age of 69. The funeral arrangements for the late Carlisle James, also known as Black Boy and Baggy, of Beaulieu St. George, will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Bailey's Funeral Home. Daphne Joseph, also known as Dati, of Latente St. David, passed away on Wednesday, 16th March 2022, at the age of 87. The funeral arrangements for the late Daphne Joseph, also known as Dati, of Latente St. David, will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Homes. Leonard Abraham Macmillan, also known as Leonard Gludd, and Tarway of Bellevue St. David, passed away on Saturday 19th March 2022 at the age of 68. The funeral arrangements for the late Leonard Abraham Macmillan, also known as Leonard Gludd, and Tarway of Bellevue St. David, will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Homes. Edward Mordred Roberts, also known as E.M. Roberts of Belmont St. George, died on Saturday 19th March 2022 at the age of 86. The funeral arrangements for the late Edward Mordred Roberts, also known as E.M. Roberts of Belmont St. George, will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Bailey's Funeral Home. Teresa Cummings, also known as Carmen, of Beaulieu St. George, passed away on Saturday 19th March 2022 at the age of 81. The funeral arrangements for the late Teresa Cummings, also known as Carmen, of Beaulieu St. George, will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Homes. Paul Joseph, also known as Preacher, of Cemetery Hill St. George's, passed away on Thursday 17th March 2022 at the age of 73. The funeral arrangements for the late Paul Joseph, also known as Preacher, of Cemetery Hill St. George's, will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Homes. Agnes Barry, also known as Loyola, of La Fortune St. Patrick, who resided in the USA, passed away on Saturday 12th March 2022 in Canada at the age of 77. The funeral arrangements for the late Agnes Barry, also known as Loyola, of La Fortune St. Patrick, who resided in the USA, will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Homes. Sebastian Francis Richardson, also known as Sibo, of Tivoli St. Andrew, passed away on Monday 14th March 2022 at the age of 62. The funeral arrangements for the late Sebastian Francis Richardson, also known as Sibo of Tivoli St. Andrew, will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Bailey's Funeral Home. Anita Blackett, also known as Mama Nita, of Pedmotar St. David, passed away in Trinidad at the age of 89. The funeral arrangements for the late Anita Blackett, also known as Mama Nita of Pedmotar St. David, will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Homes. Sybil Matilda Roberts, also known as Mama and Pitty, of New Hampshire St. George, passed away on Sunday 13th March 2022 at the age of 81. The funeral arrangements for the late Sybil Matilda Roberts, also known as Mama and Pitty, of New Hampshire St. George, will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Bailey's Funeral Home. Teresa Smith, also known as Farm O, of Carrier, who resided at Telescope St. Andrew, passed away on Thursday 17th March 2022 at the age of 84. The funeral arrangements for the late Teresa Smith, also known as Farm O, of Carrier, who resided at Telescope St. Andrew, will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Homes.
George Ferguson of Shantymill St. Patrick died on Sunday 13th March at the age of 73. The funeral arrangements of the late George Ferguson will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements have been entrusted to Bailey's Funeral Home. Ian Redhead, also known as Flyers of Hillsborough Street, who resided at Melville Street and Archibald Avenue, St. George's, passed away on Friday 11th March at the age of 63. The funeral arrangements of the late Ian Redhead will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements have been entrusted to Bailey's Funeral Home.
Monica Cynthia Knight Martin, affectionately known as Monix, of Mountmorret St. George, passed away on Sunday 6th March 2022 at the age of 87. The funeral arrangements for the late Monica Cynthia Knight Martin, affectionately known as Monix of Mountmorret St. George, will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Homes. Veronica Horsford, née Bascom, of Retreat St. David, who resided in the USA, passed away on Tuesday 8th March 2022 at the age of 94. The funeral arrangements for the late Veronica Horsford, née Bascom, of Retreat St. David, who resided in the USA, will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Homes.
Joseph Peterson of Shantimel St. Patrick, who resided in the United Kingdom, passed away on Friday 25th February in the UK at the age of 87. The funeral arrangement of the late Joseph Peterson of Shantimel St. Patrick, who resided in the United Kingdom, will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements have been entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Home.
Velma Ada Murray of Mountrich St. Patrick, who resided at Grenville Street, St. George's, passed away on Friday 4th March 2022 at the age of 71. The funeral arrangements for the late Velma Ada Murray of Mountrich St. Patrick, who resided at Grenville Street, St. George's, will be given in a subsequent broadcast. Funeral arrangements entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Homes. In loving memory of Clev Matthew Barry Sylvester, also known as Big Tigger, of New Hampshire St. George, who died on 25th March 2021 at the age of 35, left to mourn his father, Eric Alexander, mother, Cecilia Alexander, children Matthew and Javonte, siblings Claire, Pearl, Emmeline, Kitana, Jeffrey, Jayon, and Frederick, nieces and nephews Kristen, Onika, Jamal, Tyrrell, Ryan, Nathan, and Kristen, aunts and uncles too numerous to mention, close friend Berylon Ross, cousins, the boys on the block, and friends and neighbors of New Hampshire and surrounding areas. An eternal memory until we meet again. Those special memories of you will always bring a smile. If only we could have you back for just a little while. Then we could sit and talk again just like we used to do. You always meant so very much, and always will do too. The fact that you're no longer here will always cause us pain, but you're forever in our hearts until we meet again. Funeral arrangements were entrusted to Bailey's Funeral Home. In loving memory of Deslin Veronica Thomas of Paradise St. Andrew, who passed away in the USA on 23rd March 2020 and was entombed at the Grand Bras Cemetery. It's been 2 years since you've been gone, but it seems like only yesterday. Our hearts split in two. One side filled with memories, the other died with you. We often lie awake at nights while the world is fast asleep and take a walk down memory lane with tears upon our cheeks. Remembering you is easy. We do it every day. But missing you is a heartache that never goes away. We hold you tightly within our hearts, and there you will remain. Gone forever, but not forgotten. From your loving family Denise, Denny, Deborah, Debbie, Davis, Devon, Dorianne, and Tomel. Funeral arrangements were entrusted to Lacqua Brothers Funeral Homes.
The management and staff of MTV extend deepest condolences to those of you whose loved ones have passed on. Thanks for watching.
I just want to express my sympathy with all those of you who have lost your loved ones. We know it is not an easy piece to lose somebody that you love dearly. But death is not the end.